A group of concerned Anthony citizens having assembled at the Wilson's residence, to discuss a means to convince the hospital board, in a revocation of Administrator Lee Adams' contract. Financial donations were acquired to compensate a private investigator, and secure a leasing of the municipal hall for a publicized town meeting to address the impasse. The evening of the community town hall meeting, a show of solidarity present at the municipal hall, over 100 concerned people in attendance. Gary and Jan both seated on the stage as current and past hospital representatives, but neither addressing the congregation. The oratory conducted by long-standing civic prominent citizens, and as expected, not a single hospital board member in attendance. A straw poll being conducted by a show of hands, the tallied count overwhelming for a dismissal of the hospital administrator. The supposition was broadcast. Lee Adams was going to terminate Jan Willson as director of nurses, but before he could issue the summons, a message from the hospital nursing staff was delivered to Terry Music, hospital board chairman. The bulletin: the entire nursing staff would walk, if Jan was removed as director of nursing. Music placing an immediate call to the administrator, Jan's termination order was halted. The news of the impending walkout having reached the news desk of KWCH-12 and KSNW Channel 3 in Wichita, the stations dispatching their mobile broadcasting trucks to Anthony. The possible nursing walkout an item on the nightly news. The stalemate continued, the hospital board unwilling to admit an error in judgment, then an announcement by Dr. Robert Ludwig. He was vacating his Anthony practice, and moving to Louisiana, publicly stating, the agitation at the hospital was a contributing factor for his decision. The news of the respected physician's departure resonating throughout the community, Leander Adams remaining the topic of conversation at the donut shop. A full-page announcement in the Anthony Republican. The Anthony Hospital Board would accommodate an open public meeting the following week at the old vacated Lincoln Junior High School gymnasium, to address the community's concerns about the hospital. The evening of the meeting, the gym bleachers filled to capacity, the entire hospital board, and Lee Adams, seated on stage. Terry Music, speaking on the board's behalf, once again endorsing their support for the administrator. One by one, members of the audience came forward to be recognized, microphone in hand, displaying their disagreement with the board, their appeal having little or no effect on those seated on stage. Gary, noticing a huddled crowd around a member sitting in the bleachers, it was Dr. Jeffrey Bond, the hospital chief of staff, the surrounding group encouraging him to speak. The influential doctor having maintained an outward appearance of neutrality throughout the ongoing ordeal, having spoken with him, Jan and Gary knowing otherwise. Standing and addressing the assemblage, the doctor hesitant to speak, a hushed silence radiating in the auditorium, a pronouncement that his statement would be brief. He began, it would be in the best interest of the hospital and community, if the board asked for Mr. Adams' resignation. With the applause ringing, Terry Music acknowledging the public's concern, thanking all for their attendance, stating the board would take what was conferred under advisement, and render a decision in an executive session. The public beginning a slow exit from the building when word filtered down from the stage, the hospital board informally having reached a decision, they would request Leander D. Adams to submit a letter of resignation. Gary pondering how a simple Halloween prank could trigger a life-changing event, and their destination on the road of life.